What's up, guys? Welcome to the Season 2 premiere of Haunting Adventures. As a reminder from last year, I'm Matt.
I'm Zach.
And Jack's behind the camera. Today we're going to make our historic return to the Palmer River Burial Ground in Rehoboth.
Are we going to see something crazy? Watch the video to find out.
Alright, we're on our way to the burial ground right now. If you guys remember last year, I saw what appeared to be a black shadow kind of like bounce around a grave, and I reacted accordingly, as we'll play for you now.
Holy shit! Dude, I swear to God, something just ran behind that grave.
And then a couple minutes after I saw this figure, Zach, in the back here, snapped a photo with his camera with what appeared to be an apparition with a very distinguishable face, which we will show for you now. Look closely at what appears to be an apparition of some sort. Note the two eye sockets on the face of the figure. So we decided to kick off Season 2 to see if we can return to the burial ground to pick up some more evidence for you guys. The Palmer River Burial Ground, also known as the Palmer River Churchyard Cemetery, is one of the oldest cemeteries in the town of Rehoboth and the location of one of the town's first meeting houses. Construction on the house began in 1717 and was completed in 1721. The house stayed here until March of 1773, when church members voted to tear down the house and build a new one near Redway Plain in the present-day location of the village cemetery, which we investigated last year. Many of the graves in the Palmer River Burial Ground predate the construction of the meeting house and even the American Revolution. The burial ground is said to be haunted by multiple entities, including the spirit of a little boy, a colonial soldier, and a female ghost. A 1994 book by the late Charles Robinson called The New England Ghost Files described one experience of a driver passing by the cemetery who spotted a giggling little boy running about playfully. Christopher Belzano, a renowned paranormal investigator, wrote in his 2008 book Ghosts of the Bridgewater Triangle that one researcher he interviewed caught an EVP of a female voice crying and another one of a male voice saying, quote, "People shouldn't be here," end quote. Balzano also wrote about a person spotting the young soldier walking through a row of the graves, touching each headstone. It's also worth noting that many of the gravestones in the burial ground have Revolutionary War markers, which could add legitimacy to the claims of a colonial soldier walking around this site. But what is the history behind the little boy and the female ghost? During our research at the burial ground, we discovered the grave of a 9-year-old girl who passed away in 1751. Could people actually be seeing a little girl running through this cemetery instead of a young boy? Or could this be the female ghost who has been heard in this graveyard? While the answers to these questions are unclear at this time, we do know one thing for sure. For a smaller cemetery, the Palmer River Burial Ground appears to have an abundance of paranormal activity. Okay, boys. We're here. Alright, we're back where we all got creeped out last year. Once we arrived at the cemetery, we wasted no time and started our first EVP session. Jack, Matt, and Zach here in the Palmer River Burial Ground, March, whatever, 2020. If you guys remember us from last year, you showed up in one of the pictures that Zach took. Who were you? Were you the spirit of the little boy who's said to haunt this cemetery? What's your name? Do you want us here? We didn't hear anything worth noting on our first EVP session, so we decided to do our solo sessions next. Alright, so we're going to do solo sessions, which we didn't do last year. I'm going to volunteer to go first, so I'm going to take the GoPro, and I'm going to go sit in, or actually stand, I'm not sitting in the snow. I'm going to go stand out there and try and communicate with some of the ghosts. As I descended deeper into the cemetery to embark on my solo session, I realized I forgot my light, so most of this is useless until I turned on my iPhone flashlight. So this right here was the grave that I saw the figure move around last year. Has an American flag, and I believe it has a engraving of the Revolutionary War, which is pretty interesting. So this is a very historic cemetery, obviously. But so far, not much except for that noise.
What's up, fools? I'm gonna do my... It's Zach, by the way. I'm gonna do my solo EVP session or whatever. What's up, Jack? Let's see. Where is a good spot?
Next up was Zach. He, like myself, also forgot a light. Folks, it's been 7 months since we last filmed. Cut us some slack. Alright, so while Zach's doing his solo session, I have my audio recorder here going to see if we can pick up any EVPs, electronic voice phenomena. Can you say something into it? Are you the singing lady of Palmer River? If you're the little boy who's said to run around the cemetery here, why do you play here? Do you want us here, or give us an answer, we'll try and work with you. Was Rehoboth your home? Holy shit, dude. I shit you not, dude. Something just touched my leg, like right here. Dude, I was standing close to that stick, but was I? Was I that close I could have backed into it? I was right here, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Was that you who touched my leg? Can you say something? Can you hit something? Can you throw something, please? Show us some sort of sign that you're here with us. You hear that? That was from behind us, right? That sounded like brush moving too. It was like just before the wind. Can you do that again?
Sounds like something walking.
Yeah, I know, dude. Zach, do you hear that?
What's that? Did you just hear a voice?
Guy, over there, there's a shadow, I swear to God. Don't shine it too bright, that's a house, but... Zach, about 10 feet to your left. Next up was Jack, who actually remembered to bring a light with him. Kudos to him. I wish I remembered that.
Okay. I'm doing my solo session. What? This is the, I don't like that. First one out of these that I've done. Hopefully I won't get kicked out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place this light on the ground. And I'm gonna kneel, keep it towards me. And I simply want you to shut the light off. Spirits have been known to use the energy to turn lights on and off, and I would like you to shut my light off without scaring the shit out of me. And while I wait for you to shut my light off, you can talk into this camera. Just tell me who you are. As my brother has mentioned, there's a little boy that likes to run around the cemetery. Is it you? Thought I just heard footsteps to my left. Is that you? Can you sing for us? It's very windy out tonight. I'd like to hear some singing. I apologize for us coming in the middle of the night. Is there anything you want us to say? Do you want us to leave? Stay? Well, we got a few minutes left right here. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. Scratch that. Last time we were here, you showed yourself. Can you do that again? Alright, I'm gonna pick my light up. If you want to shut it off now, go ahead. Alright, time for me to leave.
While Jack was on his solo session, we snapped photos as he stood in the middle of the cemetery. When we were reviewing the photos, we came across one that has several orbs in it. Yes, orbs don't always mean there is paranormal activity. However, due to the high number of orbs in this particular photo, we brightened the image to analyze it closer. After doing this, Jack noticed what appears to be a female face on one of the gravestones. To us, this looks like the face of a crying female. Next, Jack noticed a child's face right here. It's interesting that a photo with a high number of orbs also has two separate faces in it. Have we caught the apparitions of the female ghost and the young child? That's for you to decide. After we finished our last EVP session, which came up empty, we decided to pack up our gear and call it a night at our return to the Palmer River Burial Ground. We returned to the burial ground the next day to try and recreate the photo during the day and determined that the female apparition is on this gravestone right here, and the child's face is somewhere up here in this area.
We hope you guys liked today's haunting adventures. Thank you for watching.
We want to thank our good friend Cole Moorhead for making our kick-ass theme music, which we debuted here in the premiere of Season 2. And we want all of our fans to stick around this entire season because we have new locations, new equipment, and a whole new experience here on Haunting Adventures. Stay spooky, folks.
Nice.